Yeah. Hey guys, welcome to the Richardson Reality Show. We want to talk about a few things, guys. We're going to talk about Philly Live. We're going to talk about the disrespect that they did to your boy Sheed off the Richard Reality Show. All right. Well, one, I want to talk about that. I'm as you say, a YouTuber, a reality show guy. And what I'm talking about today is about the discrimination that they did with me while I went to Philly Live. Okay, as you know, I gamble periodically once in a while here and here, and I'm a roulette player. Okay, and guys know about roulette. It's a strategy game. You can call it a luck game or whatever you want to do, but it's definitely a strategy game. So into this, the way I play, I cover a lot of numbers. I usually buy the bank, and a lot of dealers sometimes don't like me because I put them to work. I'll tip them, whatever, but this is what happens. So with that being said is, when I entered this place, I go to Harris Casino, which I was an Elite 7-star. I go to a lot of casinos. I went to the Sugar House in Philadelphia and everything. So I had high cards, key cards, and I know what it's like to live luxurious life, okay? And I blew thousands and lost, and I won and ever, etc. So I want to talk about the day of St. Patty's Day of, I think it was March 17th, here at Philly Live. So when I went to Philly Live, which is a new casino in Philadelphia, I was thinking Slate knew everything else. But what happens is you have a lot of people that left these old casinos who went to this new casino. So by that being them went to the new casino, they're working there. So I was trying to come there new. I'm going to show you guys about the live card. Now, you do have a chairman card, which is a high card. A lot of casinos, what they'll do is they'll do what we call a tier match. So they did a tier match with me. This is the live card. As you can see it, this is my live card here. It's a green live card here. And on this card here, you can do a few things. You can get good suites or rooms or whatever. So what happened was I called my host, and the host said to me, he said, Mr. Richardson, look, hey, okay, I'm glad you're here. I'll get you in the room this weekend, not a play. Just give me some play. I said to him, yes, I'm going to give you some play, as long as you treat me good. So the suite that they gave me was a signature suite. It wasn't the suite that I was, really used to. I wasn't really used to that suite, you know what I'm saying? So when they kind of, gave me that suite, I was like, okay, I'm not going to be a type of person that's going to, just argue with these people. I'm not going to do it. So I took the suite, it was in comfortableness, and I went and gambled. So when I went to gamble, they asked you to give them your card. So I give them my card, I'm like, all right, I wound up losing. So what I do is sometimes I won a little something, then I go back. I go into the high limit area. When I go into the high limit area, there's a couch seating, etc. for the high limit players to sit down and snack. So I had a problem when I checked inside the hotel with, I had to give them my debit card, credit card, whatever, and to take what we call $150. So when I gave them $150 on there, they took a hold. That's for accidentals. And that'll cover you up until what, Sunday? Or whatever, until how long I stayed. So I was booked until Sunday. So my host told me that, he'll give me dinner, he'll do all this type of stuff. So $150 I played. I played the, what can I say? I played the game. So when I played the game, it was like, hold up. I felt something in the air, right? Like certain people from other casinos looking at me and stuff, and I'm like, yo, why are they acting like this dude? So when I checked in the hotel, the guy named is Michael. Michael, he's like, he's from, England, somewhere, England? That's England, yeah. So he's from England. I had no problem with it, but he had a problem. Like he mentioned about Meek Mill, saying Meek Mill's trashed one of his rooms and stuff like that. And he already said he dealt with these people. And it's like he had something against rappers and people that was in the entertainment business. So it was a discussion too. I got my card, so I lost some money, right? So I wanted to go use my bank card because I had a cap on what I could spend. And they denied me, and I'm like, why? So what happened was that they put an overcharge on my card, right? And when they put an overcharge on it, I went off. I almost went downstairs, and I was like, yo, y'all can't be a thief to me. So when y'all stole my money, I was like, yo, what do you want? You want to steal my money? So I went down there like, cause what? So they try to use psychology, the fact that what they wanted to do, they wanted to get me kicked out of there. But I knew my stuff, and I said, listen, I'm a high card player. They were supposed to take only $150 for holding. They took over $750 on my card, and I was already mad at that. So my host was like, look, I comped your room, and they shouldn't have took $750. So what happened was they said, oh, you charge your food back to your room. I said, yeah, because my host was going to pick it up. So what they did was they charged me, all right, the $87 for I ordered. I ordered prime rib. Now, the prime rib places, I'm not going to say nothing about them because the food was good. I had a mac and cheese with crab. What else I have? I had one of their good grilled chickens. When I had one of their grilled chickens, I was like, yo, this grilled chicken stuff is good. You know what I'm saying? So I had it, and I had me a Merlot and whatnot, and I had ordered me a water. I tipped the waitress. The waiters, they was very good to me. So when I went back and I found they overcharged my card, I was like, hold up, $750. So I called my credit union. They was like, yeah, they hit it. I went downstairs to tell them about it. So I told you that they wanted to make it look like they wanted to call the cops on me and stuff like that. But the security people was like, no, what we going to handle? What can we do for you? I said, man, just take care of me, get the money back in my card. So they called my bank. My bank, we calling them. So I have this. They had transactions. You see this? This is a card, if you can see it. And it was 2 times transactions back into the account. Approximately $511.29, and then it was $100. So I'm like, all right, but so the other $150, they was gonna hold that when I check out, they'll just give it back. It's not a problem. So what happened was that because I was a new player, I didn't know I had automatically $150 comps that they would give me because I got this high card, the food comp. You got comps that you earn, and you got your personal comps. So with that being said, I'm like, yo, you know what I'm saying? Y'all got to do something with this. So they was like on a tip where that they was going to take care of me. So I wound up at my trip. I wound up losing a lot of money, basically. So when I lose, I was like, these people got something going on. It's rigged. I'm thinking all these superstitious stuff and everything else, but I know, like, it was something they had in my card. I don't know what they had, a flag. I don't know what they had. I couldn't tell. So I lost all this money. So now I'm a little depressed. So you know what you got to do when you lose money? You go to your bank. You have to do a cash advance. So I do another cash advance. So my host is seeing me, said, man, what do you want me to do for you? I could do something for you. He's like, I give you $125 in slot play. And I tell him, listen, man, when I play slots, I play high limit slots. I'm betting $15 to $30 a hand. That's the way I play. $150, they're going to eat that up. So guess what? I made that up. So I couldn't complain. So I do a cash advance. I lose my money again. I can't complain. Now I'm ready to do another cash advance because I'm chasing. You know what I'm saying? I'm chasing. Boy, Richardson Reailty show, like, I'm literally like chasing. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, yo, something. I got to do something. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, I didn't want to go home. You know what I'm saying? Because I wasn't living in Philly at the time. I'm not living in Philly. So I had to travel. I didn't want to go back and forth. So I'm like, I got to go get something done, right? So they like, yo, you got to get this stuff done. So I'm like, I'm losing money. So I was ready to do another cash bet. They said it'd take 24 hours. So I'm like, all right. So mind you, I'm waiting inside of the place. I'm inside of the high limit, right? I'm waiting the high limit. High limit, I'm cool with high limit. You know what I'm saying? So after that I was doing high limit, I got a little time. I was watching the movie on my phone. I forgot I had Netflix. You know what I'm saying? Netflix really come in handy sometimes. You know what I mean? Like Netflix, they really do. So with that being said, is I go order that whatever Netflix. So I'm watching it. So as I'm watching Netflix, I'm enjoying the movie. But I go over to the hotel lobby now. Mind you, when you run in that certain high limit like hotel, you're gonna see celebrities, right? So mind you, I did take a picture with Michael Blackston. You know what I mean? Shout out to Michael Blackston, right? So I take a picture with him. And earlier that day, when we wound up doing a short skit video, I didn't know one of these motherfuckers. He's joking, and I'm like, yeah, I'm hanging out. He said, I just met you. He's like that joking. So that's not a problem. I felt like, all right, that was a good thing of the trip. I seen Michael Blackston. So later on that day, I seen him again. I was like, hey, I just threw out the yell there, like, listen, I got a reality show, maybe check me out, this, that, and the third. So They didn't have nothing too much to be said about that. So I guess he was waiting for a lady or whatever he was doing, minding his business. So I'm out of my business. So while I'm in the thing watching a movie, I'm like, I see these three guys with like suits coming up to me. No, before that, I'm sorry. No, before that, it was a girl, right? And the girl, lady that worked there, she said, excuse me, can you turn down your TV or your radio on the phone, like go over there or whatever? I was like, miss, all you have to do is say, I'll turn it down. I had no problem with doing it. And mind you, I'm waiting on a cash advance. So I turns it down. About 20-something minutes later, or 5 or 10 minutes, somebody else comes sit next to me and somebody else sitting over there. They're waiting on a cab or something to go home. I'm waiting on money cash advance so I get back on the floor. That's it. So I'm sitting there looking again, and I'm like, hold up. I'm counting money. I'm like, something ain't right. So I'm like, yo, something ain't right. I'm like, yo, why all of a sudden I see three guys with suits come towards my way. The first thing they said to me was a lie. They said, yeah, we got a call that you was harassing one of the members of Stand Here Blackston. Like, I'm like, yo, I'm harassing you, man. Listen, I'm a celebrity myself. I'm known, I'm Sheed off Richardson Reality show. Like, I compliment the man, you doing this thing. I ain't harassing him. I'm chilling. So they use that for excuse. I see running cameras doing nothing. I'm sitting here waiting for transactions for my bank or whatever. And already made a money transaction. You know what I'm saying? So they looking at it like, all right, so I'm like, well, what do you want me to do? Like, he's like, well, you can go in the casino. You go up. I said, listen, man, I'm really exhausted. I'm tired. I don't want to be falling asleep. Because you can't fall asleep at a casino. You can't. So I'm like this. All right. So I'm looking at him like, listen, sir, I know my rights. Right. I was just a guest at the hotel. I had an late checkout to 2 o'clock. And I'm thinking about calling my host, later on. You want to get some sleep. And I'm extending and give me another room or something, So they didn't even give me that type of chance. It just, they was real hysterical. So all of a sudden, you know what happened? They was like, listen, man, you know what? After a while, we're talking. They was like, we're going to ask you to leave the premises. I said, leave the premises for what? Like, I didn't do anything. I'm sitting there just waiting. We want you to leave the premises. So he became like a little hostile, this, that, and the third. I'm telling them, let me speak to your supervisor, let me file grievances. They wouldn't let me do anything. So the man put his power down and said, listen, man, I'm not allowing you to get out of here for 24 hours. So he walked me outside. I gotta use the bathroom. I used the bathroom. Yo, Mr. Richardson, come on, Mr. Richardson. I'm like, damn, what's up now? So, yo, man, you know what I'm saying? Like, so I'm like, all right. So y'all want me to do that. So I walked to the bathroom. Then he walked me outside. I'm really disputed. Like, oh my God, I don't believe I'm doing it. He said, come back in 24 hours. So I get bad and like, I'm trying to wait because I'm waiting on the bank. I didn't bring that much money with me. So I go back into like the valet area. It's like a little tucky spot where you can sit and chill. 4 of them come upstairs with paperwork. Now they come over with eviction talking about, listen, Mr. Richardson, because of numerous this, that, numerous, only been this my first time at Philly Live, not even 4 days. Like, you know what I mean? Been there, they automatically ready to evict me. No due process. Like, look, all right, 24 hours, you know what I mean? Go ahead and come back. Really said, now they want to evict me. I call my host, trying to get back with him. Guess what happened? You know how you pay a lawyer? He ignored me. I'm like, what's up? You gonna ignore me? Like, what you gonna ignore me for? Like, where we gonna go that at? You know what I'm saying? Don't ignore me. Like, I sit there and gave money. You get bonuses, whatever you get for having me as a high card player, or whatever, you executive host. I'm like, Dag, man, you really gonna do me like that? All right, you ain't gonna call me, you ain't gonna do nothing. Come on, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he from South Philly, you know who he is. And you my host. You know what I'm saying? So, like, y'all can look up my host and ask who it is or whatever, but, you know what I'm saying? He was the executive host. And my thing is that you treated me like I was nothing. Now I'm evicted. I'm sitting, I lost some bread. And it's like, I didn't really come back to enjoy my comps. I don't get to enjoy my stay. I didn't bother them people. I was literally, man, just sitting down there and watching my video. You know what I'm saying? And I go to, and what happened was, too, you know what the funny part about it is that the guy that didn't like me, I asked him because, okay, there's Philly Live, the stores, because of this Corona stuff, they close at 11 o'clock, okay? So it's understandable. I'm like, all right, So I asked him, can he go to the gift shop? Because, the cart, and can you purchase me something to eat, whatever? And this is why I'm sitting in the lobby. He said, all right. He goes in there. My receipt came up to about $21.71, and I ordered let's see, I ordered some orange juice, a Tropicana orange juice with some Fritos, like Doritos, and there was something else. They came up to like $21. And I was like, all right. I sat there, dog, with my Doritos and my little stuff, like eating real shit and watching the movie. Now, what was supposed to happen, when you're a high card player like that, you're supposed to get what we call hospitality. Hospitality is, look, yeah, that's one of our high card players. Yeah, he's standing just, he said he's waiting for a transaction for the money so he can get back on the floor. Now, you could have checked my previous, I asked you to check my play. I said, look, check my play to see how I'm playing. You know what I'm saying? So you know I'm not like just sitting around, laying around doing the third. Now you made it look like I'm loitering. I'm just not a customer. You know, they didn't say, you know, leave them alone. You know, I come in other casinos. They playing me for a joke. You know what I'm saying? That's real talk. Well, this is She from the She Richardson Reality Show. Guys, I tell you, we're live here. That's me. And I think that when they did that, it kind of disturbed me because I know about the casino business. Like, that's what gambling is about, right? When you say that, that's what gambling is about. Gambling is about you put your money there. It's a fair, square game. If you can't beat your opponent, they beat you, they take your money. Fair, square. We know that. But the casino, it's hard to really tell if the machines is rigged or if the cards is out of play. You have to really be investigated. Listen, my goal was to have a good time. That's why I came to Philly Live, because I'm from Philly, and you know what I'm saying, I wanted to enjoy myself and everything like that. I didn't want no arguments. I was trying to really enjoy the fruits of my labor, man, because I work hard. I'm always networking. You know, we got our fragrance company that we're working on now, the S&R, and we have it out now, S&R Fragrances. You know, we sell them in different parts of the city, make our own. We also working on S&R clothing line that we got going on, you know what I'm saying, S&R pants, S&R shirts. We want S&R sneakers, we want S&R soap, everything S&R. And we plan to bring you guys some good venture stuff out there in the streets and out in the world on our reality show. And we're going to take a little bit to do podcasts, a little bit of that, you know, a little bit of this. I definitely want you to follow me and check us out on the YouTube. That we not trouble people. And I say me because, you know, I'm going to have a couple people that's going to be representing S&R, you know, She Rich Reality Show. I'm independent right now. If there's all contracts when the world pick us up, then that's something different. But right now, I know the business world. And I knew that I could have bring Philly Live a lot of customers to what they already got. Because right now, they're robbing Peter to pay Paul. They just opened up. They don't even have the club established. They don't have this established. They just got some floors. They tell my wait April the 4th, you know, then they might start serving alcohol on the floor. Now, my thing is this. Whoever made the law, like, you serve soda with all this stuff on the floor, but you don't serve no alcohol. Like, you know, you got to be sitting somewhere eating and stuff like that. You know, with this whole Corona stuff, it's been crazy. Everybody's been upset. But the bottom line here is today at Philly Live is that I shouldn't have been discriminated like that, and I shouldn't been, it should be a due process situation. Like, you could have said, all right, maybe 24 hours. I would have probably disputed that, but for a full conviction, like, oh, we just getting rid of them, like, no, come on. I done had previous evictions for, like, even Sugar House. Sugar House, as you notice, they changed their name to Riverside. They did me dirty. I didn't know all that time. All the money I was losing, they didn't really give me that much slot play and all that stuff. They was giving me food. Like, feed you, get you all big. I don't care about no food. They're like, yeah, your food comp is 100 and something. I don't care about that. I could feed myself. I care about trying to get back in the game. Now, Harris, I salute to them. I might have a little gang over issue with them because of certain things happen. But Harris, they give me like $8,000 in comps a month. You know what I'm saying? Like $750 slot play, $650 slot play, or they give me $500 gift card. So I salute out to Harris. Y'all did that. So they give me like limo cars to my place. Harris did their thing, and they had this stuff with them too. So you always had the good guy, bad guy, like good cop, bad cop. You always got different people that's good hosts. There's some hosts that know the system well to where they know how to do the most for you. And you got some hosts that know how to do some things for you. You know, but I want you to really, man, you know what I'm saying, follow me, man, with this situation, man. You know, it's really upsetting, yo. You know what I'm saying? Uh, Let me see if anybody got questions for me. Okay. Okay. Someone just asked me that how do I feel about the way they treated me? What should have been done different? Now I just was kind of over that. Okay. So once again, when you got a high card, you know, I'm not asking you to do everything, but I'm asking you for some hospitality. All you have to do is speak to your employee security. That's one of our high card players. We're going to try to give him the most things he want. If I'm not shooting at nobody. I'm not throwing a kind gestures. I'm not cussing nobody. I'm not doing nothing. I'm sitting there watching the a movie on my phone. If you imagine if you lost a lot of money and stuff like that, you don't want to be hanging around out there in the lobbies and all crazy stuff, just hanging out doing anything. I was really just sitting there just watching a movie. That's it. For them to put them on the thing and harass everybody, I think it was a full ball-faced lie. I think that it was a okay. So retaliation, you know retaliation. Okay, retaliation is basically when you do something legal, like to defend yourself, speak about your rights or anything. If they turn around and they try to do something to refrain you or get you in trouble, and that's kind of what happened with me. They documented a false document, invalid, on my eviction and dressed it up real nice and made it look like I was this bad guy. Now, if you ask the camera footage and say, can we show Mr. Richardson sitting there just minding his business, and that's it, you'll see me doing that. I'm not creating no disturbance. I'm not doing anything. For you to make that bull-faced lie like that to get me kicked out is really disrespectful. And Philly Live, you know, they got to remember, y'all from Baltimore, right? And I don't knock no Baltimore. Shout out to Baltimore. But Philly is a big city, and we are the type of, we stand up for what we believe in. Okay? Just like, you know, with the cops, you know, shooting at the guy. I don't recommend that people should go out there looting and stuff like that. But there's eye for an eye. And I grew up like, you lay your guns down, we lay ours down, you know. You respect us, we respect you. So don't get mad when people get mad and they do stuff in destruction. You know? Because when the system make a mistake, they expect you to be normal. You understand that? Like, we're sorry, it's okay, it's good. When they took my money off my account, okay, and I caught them doing that, the retaliation was for them to come back at me. You know what I'm saying? But that's good. Hold on 1 second, yo. We're going to take this quick break. You know what I'm saying? 1 second. What's up? Yeah. It's reality show. What's up with y'all? Y'all still good? You still there? Yo, what's up? It's your boy She Rich Reality Show. Live right here in Down Rap. I want to talk about some things. Okay? Yeah. Hey guys, welcome to the Richardson Reality Show. We want to talk about a few things, guys. We're going to talk about Philly Live. We're going to talk about the disrespect that they did to your boy She Reality Show. Alright, well, one, I want to talk about that, I'm actually a YouTuber, a reality show guy, and what I'm talking about today is about the discrimination that they did with me while I went to Philly Live. It's a strategy game, you can call it luck. Yeah, we back. Yeah. Yo, it's your boy Sheed, I'm back. I'm Bill Zach, you know what I mean? Kills Annie, I'm back. Anyway, man, you know, I just want y'all to know that, you know, I'm a self-made person, basically self-taught type of person that did vending for a long time in Philadelphia, who networked with people and stuff like that. And I know my business and I know what I'm supposed to be doing. I'm old enough to know what's going on. You know the difference between wrong and right? We know the difference, correct? So if we know the difference between wrong and right, then when something is wrong, your body's going to react to it. Now, you can't react to certain things in a certain manner, because if you don't, okay, so what I'm saying is about acting things in a full manner. You can't take the law in your own hands, because if you take the law in your own hands, what happens is you get locked up, sit behind bars. I'm at my age now. I'm too old to be booked, man, sitting in the can eating, you know what I mean, cheese and all that, tuna eating out of bags, and I can't do this, smelling another man's feces. Who wants to live like that? You know, basically want to kill you. So what I'm saying to you is that when these people sat down and they made me look into like a monster that I wasn't, like I'm sitting there just minding my business, and I was a customer there. I didn't get the green card for nothing. Now, is it up to me? I should have bought the chairman card and stuff like that. But I was wrongly mistreated, and then they didn't go and type of speak to their colleagues and be there. Like, I would thought that my host would have like represented for me, you know what I'm saying? But he really didn't. It's like he just let me go. Your host is like kind of like your lawyer. You know what I mean? He knows my play. He knows my stay. He knows what I like. I didn't come there for that. Y'all can't use previous evictions to come at me on this eviction. This was a clean slate, and they knew that. They knew that I like to bet my chips. I lose sometimes, but I never would threaten dealers. I never did anything like that. I just be like, man, you don't get my money, man. Come on, let's get right, you know, like a normal person. Now, gambling, you know, in the eyes of religions and stuff like that, is wrong. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what we're taught is wrong, you know. I fit out all the sins in the world. Like, you know, rather a person could be selling drugs, a person could be pimping, a person could be doing everything. And I say that it could be stealing. You know, I choose, like, if I'm gonna do a sin, man, I'd rather gamble sometimes, because the money that I get at one whop is like, wow. I didn't know how serious, like, it could be to get that kind of money. You know what I'm saying? So when you trying to make money for yourself, you know what you need to get coming in. I got a business that when we sell fragrances, we get like $20 a pop, something like that, 2 for $35. Now, if somebody want to be on the show, there's one rate, you know, $1,500 and up. So there's different ways to make money here. Now, I get tired of sometimes the hustle and the bustle. Now, it feels good when you go to a table, you bring in for like $500, and you know what I'm saying? And guess what? You cash out maybe like, you know, you hit for $2,000 real quick. Ain't nothing like quick money. So, you know, I like that. And then a lot of people that work at jobs, like when you're spending what people try to make on their salary or their weekly paycheck or two, you know, some people envy that. I can get mad you chose the job you chose, but don't make it hard for me. You know what I'm saying? You make it really hard for me, and I think that was kind of like a little real ignorant of them people. You know, so, you know, I'm hoping that this matter does not happen to anybody else, because history repeats itself. What happened to me, happened to you, can happen to somebody else. And this is why a lot of people take things in the lawsuits so it don't happen. You know, in Pennsylvania, it's common law, so it's like Commonwealth. You get it? Commonwealth. So anyway, they make their own laws sometimes, and they bend them when they want to, and they want to do what they want to. So I would say is that with Commonwealth, they would try to pin stuff on you and basically make it hard for you to get out of. Like, you got to have money, You got to have connections. You got to really, really know people. And if you don't know anybody, you stuck. Real talk, like you really stuck. And I feel as though like I ain't feel like talking to everybody and getting them involved and stuff. So I'm gonna do my own thing. So I came up here before I reach out to the news stations, the newspapers, and stuff like that. I figured that I will express to the world that this can happen to you. You know what I'm saying? You spend your money, and these people just like, all right, okay, thank you, and kick your door. That's what they did. They robbed me. They took my money, right? You know what I'm saying? They took my money. Was like, all right. I want to use the N word, but like, yeah, and get out. Basically, who does that? Like, it's like, you want a soda or drink? Okay, chill out. As long as you don't do any sleeping. You know what I'm saying? As long as you go like this. You know how you be in a casino, people like this. And be knocked out, like, you know what I'm saying? But I don't think that, that should even happen. To me, the way it did, man, is all messed up. See if I got any callers around. Let me hit the jump, see if I got any callers. Hello? Question? All right. Okay. Someone asked that, where do we plan to be at maybe a year from now? Well, okay, where we plan to be at? Okay, so we're independent right now. Richardson Reality Show, of course, me on YouTube. We gave you guys 5 minutes to 10 minutes clips of things that go on in the city. You know what I'm saying? Like, it can be crazy fights. We gave you guys political. We gave you guys some entertainment, some laughing, some comedy. And we gave things that happen in everyday life. So when we get picked up by either a television station or we get picked up by some major people that wants to sign us, then of course you will see more of us. Rich Reality Show. And one of the things I wanted to tell you and you guys this, and this is a learning lesson. I lost somebody that was real close to me, and they know who they are. Gambling isn't the right answer, Different stroke for different folks. I had a wife that I love dearly, and I hope that she loved me. But anyway, she moved on, and I kind of like basically drove her like insane. Like she was a rider, man. She rode with me every day, and just like I was like, yeah, one more hour, one more 10 minutes, just trying to chase $1, man. And now I know the possible of like, spending time with your loved one, but you can never be perfect, And that's why my reality shows, man, to tell y'all in this world, I like my movie. Shout out to the movie who made White Man Can't Jump. You know why I like that movie? Because it had something to do with gambling. And the thing about it is, too, you had, this is real, when you win, you really lose, but when you lose, you really win. So let's think about it, people. In life, how many times you won something, but then later, like a day or two, somebody having to die, something you can't find, something bad always happens. Something bad always happens. So now that I sit around and I see things, I say, wow, this is really big, yo. So you can win something and you can lose something. I might have won some money, man, but I lost somebody that I really, love. They know who they are, and they moved on. I might even have a child. And for all my dudes that just come home out of prison, the first thing you want to do is get married. You know what I'm saying? Get married. Marriage is everything. And when you get married, you have somebody that you can enjoy your money with and you can enjoy your life with, pray with, and everything. And you would never think that they will listen to somebody else's ear and go out and do that and break up a happy home. You know what I'm saying? So, and then like the person that they with, you really can't get mad at them because now if they knew you or they knew me, that's something different. But it's life is a learning lesson. So, even though what we do is wrong, shout out to Freeway, Philadelphia Freeway. I definitely dig his song, What We Do Is Wrong, you know what I mean? You know, and shout out to all the rappers, Beanie Siegel, the whole state property that's out there. That's where I grew up off from. And shout out to Mike Knox, you know what I mean? Shout out to my man, you know, Cook G's, all my boys from Frankfurt, you know what I'm saying? And it's in Philly that's making moves. Shout out to my Akis, all my Muslim brothers. Shout out to y'all. That y'all out here, you know, teaching the people. We out here doing what we got to do, man, to make a better self and a better life. Happy life, happy wife, right? You know what I'm saying? So we plan to make moves, man, the She Rich Reality Show. So if you rap, you sing, you do anything like that, you could be on our reality show, because a lot of people get made off of reality shows and everything else. So that's what we doing, S&R, you know, clothing line, stuff like that. We plan to travel from state to state, city to city. You know, if y'all want to call us up, you know, you can talk to, well, I'm like the manager right now. I'm the boss CEO, you might as well say. We will be hiring probably soon, a manager, a CEO, something like that, you know. Another person I want to shout out, I got to shout out my man, you know. I got to shout out Gilly, and I got to shout out Wallow, you know what I'm saying, 267. It's because that, you know, Gilly is a self-made man, you know. He's the type, he worked for himself. He's from the hood, you know what I'm saying. He kept the rap thing, and then he stopped, then he $1 million worth of game. They doing their thing right now. Not just shoot out to y'all, man. Y'all doing your thing. And anybody else in Philadelphia. And I shout out to my Camden players, my CMD, you know, Camden. I'm loving y'all too. Y'all definitely showing me love. My Baltimore players, y'all showing me love. LA, we haven't reached y'all yet. You know what I'm saying? We hope y'all open this up with open arms, stuff like that. And we try to play from state to state, man. City to city, you know what I'm saying? So that's what we doing, man. But She Rich Reality Show, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, just get at me, you know what I'm saying? All I say is between time. In the meantime, I holla.